All right, what's up, guys? So, yeah, I saw this post that Lil Tay had made where she says if you're over 25 and still working a 9 to 5, you failed in life. I'm only 18 years old and I'm making millions a week because yeah, she had to announce to the world that she's creating an OnlyFans. So here's the thing, I wanted to defend 9 to 5 workers because at one point in time, yes, I was a 9 to 5 worker myself. But luckily I was blessed and fortunate enough to turn content creating into a full-time job. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, if it wasn't for content creating, I would be still working a 9 to 5, because the job that I had before the 9 to 5 job, it was actually a good job. I think if I wasn't doing content creating, I definitely would have tried to seek out a management position at that job. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. Like, if you work a 9 to 5 and you see this post and you're like, well, I am over 25, even if you're under 25, regardless, at the end of the day, like, whenever you do get to that point where you have your life figured out, it's your life. Like, that's the thing. Like, you shouldn't allow, I guess, like, if you took some sort of offense to this or you felt a certain way, don't allow somebody where the only route that she could go down, because ain't nobody listening to her music, ain't nobody watching them skit videos she used to do from back in the day, even the ones that she's trying to do now, ain't nobody trying to accept no boxing match from her. It's like, yeah, you had to go to OnlyFans because that's literally the only thing that you got going for yourself. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but at the same time, it's like, what other things do we see Lil Tay? Do you see anybody saying, oh, let's watch some Lil Tay videos? Oh, let's put on that new Lil Tay. It doesn't matter what she has going for herself. It's like, fam, you chose the easy way out. You didn't want to have a difficult adult life. So you're like, okay, well, I have this following. If I announce to the world that I'm creating an OnlyFans or starting an OnlyFans, yeah, there's gonna be weirdos subscribing to that. But eventually, how long is that gonna last? You guys sit down and think about it. It's like you see where some people, they step away. I think even the one, I don't know if she still does it. I really don't follow the OnlyFans scene. I anytime I hear some stuff about it, it's through friends that are into that type of stuff. But anyways, it was like Sophie Reigns or Sophia Reigns, whatever the girl's name is. But anyways, I think she did do it for a little bit, but then she left. And I think, because I did hear some stuff where she's trying to like aim for making like $50 million this year, so she might still be doing it and stuff. But I mean, yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like, because I'm getting ready to say something disrespectful about OnlyFans, and I don't want to do that. Like, I'm trying, because yeah, there's, like I said, there's friends I have where it's like, they're into it. So I was gonna say something, but I'm like, nah, let's just keep this about Lil Tay. But I have to say, like, the question that I would have for her is, what did 9 to 5 workers do to you? Here it is, they're just minding their own business regardless of whatever age they are and stuff. But it's like, yeah, they're just minding their own business, not thinking twice about you and stuff. I think what it is that she just seen a few comments and stuff and assumed that they were 9 to 5 workers. And if they are, they are. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, those are the people that are in your comments. For you to, because this kind of reminds me of the Minnesota boy situation from a few years back, where he just, for some reason, just wanted to go after all white people because of what a few racist white kids in his comment sections. But it's like, that's the thing. You got to go after the people that are in your comment sections. You're going after like every 9 to 5 worker out there that's over the age of 25, and they even did nothing to you. It's like, here it is. It's like and I'm not trying to like put anybody down, but it's like, there's probably, there is that one 9 to 5 worker that is over the age of 25 where they're thinking to themselves, like, or asking themselves that question, do I have my life together and things. Like, I mean, I do have this job, I'm doing well with it and things. They see stuff like this, and now they're in a conflicted mindset where they don't know whether they're doing right or wrong. So just talking to that 9 to 5 worker, you are doing right. There is nothing wrong with your lifestyle. 25, 35, or whatever age you are, working a 9 to 5. Because I'm like, yeah, I worked around people. I was, when at my old job, I was at one point the youngest person there. Like when I had started working there, I was 19 when I started working there. There was people in their 30s, 40s. I'm trying to think. I think that was like the main age range and stuff. And yeah, I never looked at them and was like, oh, they ain't got their lives together. Like what? Like my thing is this: what do I look like worried about another person's life? And I have to say that'd probably be another question, for Lil Tay. It's like, why are you so worried about another person's life and what they got going on and stuff? And what do you think you would be doing right now if you didn't have that OnlyFans money? Because eventually it is going to run out. Eventually you're going to look up one day and you're going to be all like, okay, people ain't subscribing to me. They ain't go. So now I got to, start up controversy with people, audiences and all that. You're going to be in the same situation that you was once in before, where it's like you done disappeared, left for however long and stuff, and now what? She gonna be in the Sharknado remake or something, or she done got arrested because she's done got drunk out somewhere and things, and she's just acting crazy. So yeah, it's one of those things where I think if I had the choice of choosing Lil Tay's lifestyle and a 9 to 5 worker's lifestyle, I'm choosing a 9 to 5 worker's lifestyle. I'm like, it just seems like it's a lot less to worry about, and I'm not putting a target on my back as a 9 to 5 worker and stuff. But Lil Tay, on the other hand, it's like, yeah, you're trying to go after people that ain't did nothing to you. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're getting canceled for something that you say, and it's one of those like cancellations where it's just there's like nobody that can save you, nobody that can help you. Yeah, it's like, you're trying to put out like a bad rep for yourself and things. It's like, fam, this ain't like no wrestling event. Like, there people, it ain't gonna be like, oh, people look at you as a heel, but they still got respect for you. No, people are going to hate you. So yeah, I don't know what's going on in her head. Maybe it's that 18-year-old rebellious mindset where you ain't really thinking straight at that time. I mean, shout out to those that are, but yeah, you got people like her and stuff where they're on this high horse and they're like, oh, I could just say whatever and do whatever and nobody can do anything about it. And I'm like, yeah, you gonna find yourself in the situation one day. And yeah, there ain't gonna be nobody there to help you. It's like you done burnt all these different bridges with people, and then it's like it's either gonna be that or it's gonna be on some stuff where she's trying to get all religious and get closer to God and do all these other. It's like, yeah, you can do that now. You just ain't gotta call out people they ain't did nothing to you and stuff. So don't try doing that where it's like, oh, I got canceled, so let me try to use God as an escape route and things. Nah, bro, people still ain't gonna like you. So it's one of those things where, yeah, if you try to be a content creator, you gotta be a smart content creator, but at the same time, you also do have to be a respectful content creator, especially to your audience. You out here saying things, because I get, like, there's probably people that are fans of her, and it's like, yeah, they see stuff like this, or even when they do get to that age where they are 25 and they're working a 9 to 5, they're gonna start thinking about stuff like this. And then, yeah, it's just going to be a jacked up, like, mindset to be in. So that's why I'm like, yeah, you got to really, just talking to any content creator, you got to really be careful with what you say on the internet. Because, yeah, that stuff, it'll just be sometime down the road, and that stuff's coming back and biting you on the butt. And you realizing, like, dang, well, it's like, I can't go back on what I said. I can't apologize. I can't do this. I can't do that. Then yeah, you find yourself quitting content creating, and then it's gonna be funny. It's like you look up one day, she like everything done fell apart, she ain't making no money and things. What do you think she gonna be doing? So yeah, I'm like, yeah, maybe her family might help her out, but I feel like she'll probably at some point in time burn bridges with, well, I think she ain't close with her dad. I don't know what the situation is with her mom. I think she be getting into it with her brother. Maybe there might be some other extended family members that'll help her out. But if not that, you're going to find yourself over the age of 25 working a 9 to 5. So anyways, yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, it's just, it'll be funny that when that happened, it's like, yeah, that this tweet's going to come back. And it's like, wait a minute, Lil Tay, aren't you over the age of 25 working a 9 to 5 right now? So what do you have to say about that? It's like, what happened to them millions that you was making a week and things? So like I say, you really got to be careful with what you say, because if we going to bring up God, I'm like, yeah, God can change things instantly. You look up one day, you got all this stuff going for yourself, all of a sudden, gone. So that's why I'm like, yeah, definitely be careful with what you say and do and stuff as a content creator. But if not, then yeah, if you find yourself in this situation, don't say that this video wasn't a warning. It wasn't a sign. So, but anyways, yeah. Talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.